Welcome back, guys. Thank you for supporting the channel, and Happy New Year, guys. Today we're going to go ahead and cover possible changes or speculation of changes to Billy Napier's staff, the Gator coaching staff. A lot of people suspect that Ron Roberts may retire. He is currently the executive assistant head coach to Billy Napier and also the co-defensive coordinator. As we already know, Armstrong left to Houston to take a complete coordinating position with Houston instead of being co-coordinator at Florida. People are asking for a full-time offensive coordinator at Florida to take over play calling because we do have a quote-unquote play caller at the University of Florida in the name of Coach Callaway. But we know that Coach Callaway does not call the plays. It's Billy Napier that calls the plays most of the time. Coach Callaway does have input on the plays, but Billy Napier is the one calling the plays all of the time, basically. Who can possibly be an offensive coordinator for Billy Napier? One dark horse, in my opinion, would be Jamie Chadwell, the coach at Liberty, could possibly be a dark horse to be the offensive coordinator at Florida if Billy Napier decides to hire an offensive coordinator at Florida. Another one would be Todd Monken, which is the current offensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. Do I see any other coaching changes at Florida? Well, let's go ahead and cover the contracts of the coaches at Florida right now and when they expire. And would I change this? No. But we'll go ahead and cover it and then go from there. This was an article written by Cam Parker, Florida Gators on SI. And he talked about the contracts of the Florida Gator coaching staff. The first coach he spoke about that expires is a former Gator player himself. They actually have him as an alumni liaison, and he coaches the edge defensive players. Mike Peterson, which also coaches the linebackers. His expires on January 31st, 2025. I expect Mike to be back. Mike doesn't make a whole lot of money currently, so I expect Mike to be back. That would really be a surprise if he doesn't come back. Rob Sell is supposed to expire also in January, and people want Rob Sell not to be renewed, but I expect Rob Sell to be renewed because of the fact that the offensive linemen have been producing and protecting our quarterbacks very, very well. He does not recruit well, but he does develop players well. Ron Roberts, to me, is the only one that can possibly leave in the aspect of, is Ron Roberts going to retire? Ron Roberts is an older coach. A coach that we should renew right away is Associated Coach and running backs coach, Jabbar Jaluk. His contract doesn't expire till end of January, but he should be the first one we should keep him in the fold because he has developed the running backs that we have gotten that have not been 5 stars, and every running back he has gotten his hands on has developed into a 5-star or an elite athlete at the University of Florida. Russ Callaway, in my opinion, should take the reins and call completely the offensive coordinator job completely from Billy Napier. But there's rumors that there might be a new offensive coordinator, not only by title, but calling the plays. And like I mentioned earlier, 2 dark horse candidates earlier. Billy Gonzalez, a lot of people don't like the fact that he can't recruit a lot, but he can develop wide receivers. So I think Billy should be renewed also, and also Will Harris should also be renewed, even though Will Harris's contract expires on January 31st, 2026. And all of these coaches, if we retain them, should be given a substantial raise. I think the staff does very well and develops players very well, especially in the modern age of the NIL, where players are not only playing for the logo, but they are playing for basically one-year contracts. Russ Callaway, in my opinion, should be the full-time offensive coordinator, but let's see what Billy Napier decides to do. Leave me your thoughts down below. And do you think we will have two co-defensive coordinators? Is Ron Roberts going to retire? Are we going to have a new defensive coordinator? And are we going to have a new offensive coordinator? Like I said, I would leave the staff pretty much intact, except hire an offensive coordinator if Billy Napier does not want to give full responsibilities to Russ Callaway. And if you hire an offensive coordinator, does Russ Callaway become just a tight ends coach? Leave me your thoughts down below. Happy New Year, and like I always say, stay positive.